Hey there, folks. How we doing? Good morning. It is 6:31, Tuesday, July 26th, 6:31 a.m. morning. I'm having some head issues this morning. Some of my own energy and part of Lily is working on my brain doing stuff. Anyway, I said I was going to do this a while ago, and like everything else, I'm trying to do everything I can, and it's hard to do that, especially when you have a day or two, sometimes back to back, when you can't hardly even move because your brain's getting hammered so hard. No one else goes through that. No one else goes through this to the extent I do, but a lot of you do feel this type of thing. Because I'm using my brain to do so much, it happens more often and a whole lot harder. Not trying to make excuses, I'm just explaining what's going on. Okay, now, animal spirit guides, animal essence, origin, depletion, extinction, creation's new sentinels. What came first, the chicken or the egg? What is animal essence? Animal essence is a field of essence, which is very powerful. There's no animal souls. All there is animal essence. Souls are made from Fae and human spirit frequencies. That's it. Animal essence is from the beginning, when the original male and female, the original first being that had separated itself from the male and female, they came back towards each other, just like putting their fingers together for hands. They became one in that manner, but they never actually became one hand. They just were still separated. And they released a wave of energy that was a third of them. That's big. And then they cleaned 97% of the negativity out of that. They're at 27.5% negative. They pulled the first angels out. They pulled out 4/5 what was there then, and made the two new clean source being pairs, two male and female, two different orbs of clean source energy that split into male and female. So the other two clean source pairs, and then they made 5 fields: human, Fae, animal, plant, and universal. Universal, the male stars, planets, female. And animal essence is one of them. They knew they were going to use animal essence to help maintain things. People, they were going to literally eat each other to keep it, to help take care of their own population. They were going to be used to be eaten. They're going to be used to just abused any old which way they wanted. They were going to go through hell. The original first being male and female already knew that, so when they separated the animal essence from there, they took the strong frequencies. They took fortitude and compassion. Fortitude would help keep them going to deal with all the abuse they were going to be given, but at the same time, compassion would make them weak enough in their minds to where they wouldn't ever attack them. So they figured they had everything planned just right. Well, animals have been abused since the beginning. Now, when having lives started, it was literally an hour. The first 100 million lives, approximations, who cares the exact number? Sorry, I don't care. But it's about 100 million lives was literally an era. And then the next step was animals being added to it. Animal essence started going into bodies having lives for another 200 million years afterwards. So by that point, when they were 200 million years old, lives old, excuse me, Lily and Ara were 300 million lives old. Okay, that gives you a basis, a start of how things started happening for spirits, sentient energy starting to have lives. So they're from the very beginning, and then after the 300, after they've been around 200 million, and Lily and Error have been around 300 million. Then all of a sudden they took Human and Fae essence and put them in a mix. Okay. So there's, lives were going on for a little over 300 million lives before the Human and Fae energies came in. So animals are very old. They've always been strong. They're incredibly powerful now. They have an incredible sense of honor. From compassion and fortitude, it has helped them build incredible honor. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, what happened is the animal essence came to the planet, and it was Gaira's planet. They came to it, to her, to the physical mass, and it was time to start having lives. So Gaira actually helped offer some of her the mass, the physical mass from the planet. Actually started feeding it. It happens right next to the ground, and then the animal essence had already broken off small parts. And then each small part grabbed some material from the planet, and they made a body. So what came first? The chicken came first, and then later on it laid an egg, and that produced the whole cycle. But that's how the first chicken was made. Okay, and then of course, when it wasn't a chicken when it first came out on this planet. Okay, so it was a weird kind of dinosaur. Anyway, that's how animal essence started making their bodies, and then once they make the bodies, they get together and start reproducing, and genetics kicks in. Next thing you know, they're making bodies. They're changing. The bodies would change. Some of them become extinct. And then new ones get formed. But anyway, that's animal essence. Very strong, very compassionate. They've always had very hard lives, much harder than us. That's over. That's coming up to an end. That thought process is over. They are leaving and not going back in bodies. About 3%, an average of a little over 3% of the animals being born actually have animal essence in them. The rest are having, human essence, human souls, Fae essence, Fae souls, and the Faeman, which is a combination of the two spirits. Human and Fae spirit is so close that when you go to separate a large field, you couldn't separate it properly. They're just, the frequencies are that close. So, because of their compassion and their fortitude, that they've been serving us, taking care of us, offering their own bodies. Because their lives are shorter, they have more. They have incredible honor. Okay? Don't expect to find anything that has the honor of a animal, of animal essence. They're awesome. Incredible love. So, that's where they came from. Now, what about, what do they do? What's an animal spirit guide? Well, the way it's always been, when you get ready to put it in to be put into a body, then that's when your angels come into play. Of course, they're almost all dead now, the original ones. You would get ready to go in a body. Before you did, you'd meet your angels. These are angels that are going to be your wardens, controlling you, keeping you in that body, and beating you up, doing whatever, save you if it's time to save you. They're going to make sure that you go through the life you're supposed to go through. And so you meet them, then you actually put into the body. They're right there on top of you. Also, animal essence, okay, on its own, out of its own compassion, will come to you. And that specific type of animal that has certain frequencies that are similar to yours will combine with you. It doesn't become part of you, but it goes inside your energy and feeds you some of its energy when it's necessary to help you. It combines its energy with yours in the auric field only, but it helps you feel what you need sometimes. Sometimes you need to make faster, quicker decisions. You'll find a cheetah energy coming in to help you with that. They do all this stuff, folks, to help. They're not servants, but they serve. I understand that very well. That's what I am. They're incredible. Now, let's talk about some of the different energies. Horse. Horse is about travel, movement, constant movement, relative to the number 5 in numerology. Beaver is very strong. Beaver is just do it. Just do it. Like a busy beaver, just go, go, go. And believe it or not, its number is 2 and 4. 2 is understanding and 4 is fortitude. I should have said instead of its number, it's numeric relevance. Excuse me. Giraffe. Giraffe helps you literally from the taller head. Its energy is to help you see things a little bit early, to be aware of things that are coming up. That's got 3 and 6. 6 is about intuition, metaphysical abilities. Okay, and number 3 is about people coming together. Because when you see things, it's usually relative to things happening with more than just yourself, but how you relate to what you see. Deja vu, getting a prophetic vision where you see something before it happens, seeing someone and getting a quick flash in your mind about, okay, this will happen or that'll happen or something going on. That's the benefit of the energy of giraffe. Now, mountain lion is very strong. It's aggressive. It has to do with personal power, powering yourself up. But at the same time, it's got a calmness to it. It's got a form of neutrality. It acts upon how it's acted upon. Okay, how when something's done, it acts to it accordingly. Okay, it's not anxious to go out and get aggressive towards something. When they're hungry, they got to eat. Okay, that's acting upon something. So that has to do with personal power. Black Panther, incredibly powerful. The Black Panther has like an extra 500 or something muscle groups. Black Panther's strong, very strong, and when that's your personal power, whoa. That's got 1 and 2. 1 is the self, and 2 is understanding and putting things together. A stone that goes with that is black onyx, big time. Big time. Excuse me. Black onyx is Black Panther, relative to Black Panther energy and personal power. Oh, that's funny. It just broke. The other side's been messing with me, trying to get me to take this off. And the thing just broke. That's funny as hell. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, we're back. This is what was on that necklace. This goes in my left pocket, more the conscious side of the body. Best place for that to be right now. My right hand side, I've got some other black onyx. It's just nice when you wear something as a necklace, it goes all the way around your core. There's a lot of issues with soul, human and fae soul, where they're actually jealous of a lot of stuff about animals. Animal Essence has been given some of the new source energy, the newly mutated source energy. I gave it to him a long time ago, and then I had the Human and Fae Essence coming up, saying, "Where's ours? You didn't give it to us. You know what's going on? You know." And I said, "You don't deserve it. Give it to them. They'd be using it to screw everything up." Goodbye, Herc. But the black onyx brings out your personal power, and that's what I use when I build my spheres and I go to kill. Okay, so and they're upset I'm talking about dedicating a video to Animal Essence and not them, so they can get screwed. This is Snowflake Obsidian. It's a really cool stone. This I do know a little more about. It's got the black is the black onyx, like a volcanic material that helps you take things that bother you, bring it forward, and then what's the snowflake part of it? That's a phenocite, little bits of phenocite, which is very high vibration, and it helps you deal with breaking down the issues that you have in front of you. So when you are angry about stuff, and especially when you're angry and not looking at things properly, and maybe even a little confused about your anger, this is the exact right stone for you. Okay. So anyway, also when you're powering yourself up like that with the black onyx, it's good to have that in there. It gives you a little softer edge about being realistic about what you want to power yourself up, but you don't want to be silly or stupid about something. So it's good. It goes good with it. I've got the necklace was black onyx and the gold rutilated quartz. It's not actually gold. It's got strands in it that are golden in color. But it's really good with those of source. It's good for anybody, but it's really good for source. So I'm going to remake the necklace, make it longer, and put some citrine in it also. Citrine is for focus. Anyway, so back to Animal Essence. The only form of animal spirit is essence, Animal Essence. They help us. Look at all the videos I've had when Herky comes up, when he starts talking, when it's time, I got to hurry up and go. I got stuff I got to do. Animal Essence works with him to tell me we got to go. Okay, sometimes it's a direct message. Sometimes he's made to go downstairs, drink a lot of water, and at the right time come up, say, I got to go outside and go to the bathroom. when I have consults, when I get near the end of a consult, and I'm not sewing it up quick enough, finishing it off quick enough, then he'll come in lots of times to start barking. When I have something I have to do, he'll be sent up here by Animal Essence, by the major field of it, and tell me what to do. Now, the Essence fields, this is true of Essence, not souls, except the third stage of evolution for the souls. You'll start, those of you that are that, excuse me, you start doing the same thing. It's a huge field of energy, okay, of spirit, sentient energy, with their energies flowing everywhere, and you're all in there together, and you kind of work as one, but you separate anytime you want and go have a life. You retain your individuality, but you work together as one. Sylvia Brown has used to, she's seen it a couple times. She said it was so hard because she couldn't talk with everything, and she didn't, she was, I forget what she called it, maybe even the face of God or something like that. I forget what she said, but that's all it was, is field of essence. She said it was very confusing, all the different people in there, and then them speaking like that. Anyway, they're just there. You know, I can talk to all of them or what, one, doesn't matter. Animals give us message all the time. The energy that they represent, we're sometimes shown the image of that animal, so we understand we need to think about something. Like one time I was driving down the road on the highway, that you've heard me say this before, those of you that have been listening to me for the past few years. I was driving down the road, and then all of a sudden I saw this stump over here on the right hand side. My spirit guide went like this, look. Well, I didn't have a spirit guide, but it was animal spirit telling me look. So I did. I just looked at it when I was driving. I said, damn, looks like a beaver. And then the closer I got, I saw it was a log that was in just different shapes. But the thing was, I had a question in my mind, should I go ahead and do this or not? This is the positive about this action, there's a negative about this action. I kind of feel like I need to do this, but I got to be careful. How is this going to affect what's going on in my life anyway, with my job, why I'm here? And then all of a sudden I saw that, and I got beaver. Beaver means just do it. So I did. Worked out great. Animals themselves come to help us all the time. Insects and all get sent too. Hummingbird is joy. Okay, thank you. I know, that's what I need now. It was more than a saying I'm right. It's kind of like, please relax a little bit, you're okay. And I'm like, I know, I'm just tired of fighting and being here and everything. Anyway, so animals, yeah, message coming through light, the light flickering on and off. Folks, messages everywhere, stuff talking with you. The more awake you are, the more you see it, feel it, and understand it. When you flow into it, then you can see and feel it. You understand. Hercules my little hero, man. I love him. I love all animals. I love everything. It's just what I am. It's like breathing. Well, breathing is hard for me, but like breathing for most people. They help us in so many ways. They're so awesome, and they're about to become, excuse me, creation sentinels. They're already in a process. They're going to stay as spirit, and every once in a while, if they want to make a body and then go out of it, just like angels do. Strong human essence, strong Fae essence, strong Feminine essence. They can make a body and then release it. Folks, none of you are kids anymore. Okay? The fifth wave of souls, very few of them are having lives at all. That's a different scenario. They're very young. Sometimes you can look at a person, they could be 27 years old, they could be 34 years old, and they feel inside like they're 5. They're from the fifth wave. maybe 19 lives, 23 lives. I've seen them with stuff like that here. I've seen very few because not a good place for them to be having a life. Anyway, so that's just the many ways they help us. They help us physically. They keep us alive. I mean, they do so much for us, and they're nothing but abused. Slaughterhouses, they're going to stop. That's going to be shut down. Okay? It's going to be made to where everyone's afraid of them. Disease and stuff. You'll find out about that in the future. Also, there will be laws and all passed. With the these animal sentinels, when something, the animal essence becoming creation sentinels, when something, they'll be spread out all throughout creation, okay? They are anyway, but that's what they'll be doing. If they come to you, they'll make a body that's animal and the human type being that's relative to that planet. And then they'll literally, like here on this planet, something might come to you as a leopard and a human. Usually you'll see them with a staff, a silver staff. They'll be very silver with some gold in there. They've all been imbued with source energy now. The new stuff, the mutated stuff. So, their job is when somebody screws up, when someone's being abusive and everything else, they come report it right away. Arrow and Lily, as soon as they're right now they're huge. All the pieces of them are huge. But when they're all put together, it's ridiculous, their size. And the field everywhere, that's Arrow. When Arrow's finished being put together, there's no way to fit him in this universe. Okay, that's big. Arrow once together is ridiculous. So, will it be aware of what's going on? Yes. If in case it misses something or where there's issues, good boy, Herky, honey, I love you. We're going to go down in just a minute. Where there's issues popping up, they're going to come up immediately and bring something to Arrow's attention. Okay? That's the new job. Some of the animals, some whales and dolphin have already been taken off the planet, and there's others, some gorillas. The Anunnaki home planet, and this is relative, this is under the authority of the Anunnaki ambassador, this group that he's with. They're saving some of our animals because humans are so, as a race, humans are so foolish, stupid, arrogant, screwed up. They just keep abusing them. Folks, this was all done to us. This whole creation was made to be like this, but now that we're not being hounded, now we need to change it. Now those of us that have that love and compassion in our hearts and want to change it, now is the best time to apply yourself towards that end, because things are going to be done to help you with that anyway. So, a lot of souls that have been really abusive and arrogant and had some real issues, those that there's a feeling they can be helped and changed into regular beings that can have compassion, or at least leave alone something else, not be abusive towards it. They're going to have some lives in animal bodies. And folks, there's plenty of them. They're going to have a chance to experience what it is that they put everything else through. So, anyway, folks, that's animals, animal essence. Where it came from, where it's going, what it's been. There's a lot of different animals with different energy they produce, energy fields. So, I had said a long time ago that when I put this video out, it won't get many hits. And the reason why is most people don't think about it. They're so taken for granted in animals and don't care. That's all changing, especially when the animals are gone. That's why Bill Gates and all these other wonderful, loving people, billionaires, and what do they do to help people? We bail them computers and make money off of them. But we do it for them. We're just keeping all the money for us. Wow. You guys are so nice. Bill Gates and Monsanto's doing the same thing. Gee, it's almost like there's a correlation there, huh? Bill Gates and the guy from Apple, they used to work for IBM, went in there just for a short time, got some information, took it, and then ran away with it and started Microsoft. And then Apple was made later. There weren't any laws against that at the time. There are now. I know about this firsthand. My father was very big with IBM. So, anyway, that's just the tip of the iceberg for Animal Essence, but they're awesome, they're beautiful, they help us, and they're going to quit having lives. They're coming out of their bodies. What happened with the Sega antelope when they all started, they just, a little better than half the world's population died at one time? Yeah, guess what? That's going to happen with all of them. The pets will be the last, except for those that are abused. Well, folks, I love you. A lot of people are involved doing what they can to help save animals. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do. I am made of hard energy with a ton of fortitude, very much like animals are, but my energy inside, it's full source minus the negativity. Animal is part of me, it's part of what I am. It was made to be this way, to be wrong, to suit the desire of the original first being male and female. They're dead. Their thought process is dead. It's dying, all but completely wiped out. And change is coming. And the animals are going to help. They're going to be sentinels. They're not going to be running around killing stuff. They're just sentinels. Well, not just. That's a big job. Folks, love you. Take care. And if you want to help yourself, listen to animals. No animal has ever lied to me. Not one. Everything else has. I love you, folks. Have a good one.